Jupiter Jones starts by talking about her parents. Maximilian Jones was her father. While in Russia, he met and fell in love with Alexa. They observed the stars via his telescope. Later on, the two are expecting a kid, which Maximilian intends to name Jupiter. Alexa doesn't particularly like the name. Two robbers break into the couple's home and shoot Maximilian. He dies in Alexa's arms. Later, while on a boat heading to America with her family, Alexa gives birth to Jupiter. Jupiter currently works as a janitor and lives in Chicago with her roommate, Catherine Dunleavy. Jupiter hates her job and life, but she isn't very ambitious or willing to change it. Falk, Rezo, and Ibis, three intergalactic bounty hunters, are checking out Jupiter's residence when they come across Caine Wise. They know he is wanting Jupiter as well, so they pursue him. Caine learns he is being followed, and he emerges from the building wearing his hover boots, defending himself with his shield and shooting back at the bounty hunters who attack him. He leaves the scene unharmed. Jupiter eats dinner with her family and asks her uncle Vasily for money. He refuses to give her money and makes the rude statement that Jupiter is too brilliant for her own good, which is why she can't find somebody to marry. Alexa vehemently defends her daughter, but the rest of the family appears to agree with Vasily. Jupiter later searches eBay for a telescope. Her cousin Vlady walks in and offers that she go to the fertility clinic and donate her eggs for money. Jupiter agrees. In space, the Abrasax siblings discover about Jupiter's existence. Their mother has passed away, and they now desire to inherit the Earth as their own. Balaam awakens from his unconsciousness after completing a successful planetary harvest. His brother Titus is cavorting with other women in his magnificent castle, while his aide Famulus informs him that Caine, Titus's representative, has identified Jupiter. Kalik Abrasax is likewise concerned about the inheritance of the Earth. Catherine prepares to leave her apartment. A group of alien entities known as Keepers appear in the apartment and incapacitate Catherine. Jupiter takes a picture of them with her phone and they attack her. Moments later, Catherine awakens and neither she nor Jupiter appear to understand what happened. Jupiter visits the clinic under Catherine's name, which Balaam is aware of. He directs his troops to find Jupiter and kill her. The physicians placed her on the bed and then levitated her. They explore her, learn Jupiter's identity, and seek to kill her. Caine bursts in and murders the doctors as they show their keeper forms. He takes Jupiter out of there. Jupiter finds herself atop the Willis Tower. Caine discloses to her that he is a genetically created hybrid of a human and a wolf. Jupiter questions why she was almost killed, and Caine responds that she is the planet's rightful owner. He contends that human life originated on another planet, Oris, rather than Earth. Jupiter also has no memory of the Keepers locating her and taking photographs of them, which Caine describes as a result of them wiping her memories. They are beamed up by a spaceship hovering above them as the bounty hunters arrive and destroy the ship. Caine lifts Jupiter as they fly over the city on his hover boots while the bounty hunters pursue them. Jupiter falls during the attack, but Caine catches her before she hits the ground. Caine hijacks a tiny ship and escapes with Jupiter. Caine and Jupiter drive out from the city, with Caine continuing to describe the Abrasax family history. They have been splicing humans with other species for millennia and are to blame for events like the dinosaur extinction. The two drive up to the residence of Caine's former friend Stinger Apini, who has been spliced with a bee. Stinger lives with his sick daughter. He and Caine were formerly skyjackers but were released after an incident, and Stinger now resents Caine. The two fight for a while until a swarm of bees emerges. The bees surround Jupiter but never sting her. She wraps her arms around them and they fly around her. Stinger knows who she is and begins greeting Jupiter as Your Majesty. Caine attempts to contact the Aegis to assist them. The bounty hunters and a few keepers approach Stinger's residence. They chase him, Caine, and Jupiter through the field near his house. Falke cornered Jupiter and almost killed her, but Rezo shot him in the back and killed him first. They seize Jupiter and embark aboard their ship. Caine manages to latch onto the ship as it departs Earth. Rezo and Ibis deliver Jupiter to Kalik's home. She is friendly with Jupiter and explains that she is a genetic embodiment of Calic's mother. She shows Jupiter a statue of her mother that absolutely resembles Jupiter. Calic claims she is 14,000 years old, and her mother was 90,000 when she was killed. Calic enters a bath and transforms her aging image into a more youthful one. Stinger then arrives with the Aegis, led by Commander Diomika Tsing. They instruct Calic to deliver over Jupiter to them. Jupiter is required to travel to Oris and complete a registration process in order to legally stake her claim to Earth. She passes through several windows with an android lawyer before being printed with a tattoo on her wrist and given official permission to claim ownership of Earth. In the meantime, Jupiter tries to flirt with Caine. He believes he is unsuitable for her and compares himself to a dog, despite Jupiter's claims to love dogs. Titus and his people accept Jupiter and apprehend Caine, while Stinger delivers them up to him in exchange for money to treat his sick daughter. Titus and Jupiter eat dinner together. Titus deduces that Jupiter is in love with Caine, yet he still proposes to her. Afterwards, he shows Jupiter a room filled with thousands of vials containing youth serums harvested from hundreds of dead persons. Jupiter is terrified with this discovery. Titus and his people imprison Caine and place him in a chamber. He intends to kill Jupiter after marrying her in order to establish his claim to Earth. Caine is blasted into space, his hands chained behind him. He burns off the cuffs with his hover boots and grabs a floating bag containing a spacesuit that instantly forms around Caine's body, saving him from dying. He has barely 40 minutes of oxygen, but the Aegis emerges from hyperspace to save him. The wedding is going to take place. Titus's ring is printed on his finger during the ceremony. Jupiter almost has hers printed when Caine crashes a spacecraft into the cathedral. He approaches the platform where Jupiter and Titus are and informs Jupiter that Titus intends to kill her. They have Titus at gunpoint, but Jupiter just wants to go home. Meanwhile, Balaam learns that Jupiter is still alive. Sargorn, his lizard-rat hybrid henchman, is dispatched to Earth with a band of lizard-rat men to infiltrate Jupiter's family's home and capture them. Jupiter returns home and learns this, prompting her to travel to space to save her family. Jupiter visits a mining facility on the planet where Balaam lives. The Aegis is close behind her, but they are unable to enter since the planet is shielded. Jupiter is brought before Balaam, who shows her the family on the floor beneath them, floating and sleeping in stasis while the henchmen prepare to splice into them. Balaam uses a unique contract to force Jupiter to sign off her rights to rule Earth if she wants her family to survive. She refuses and destroys the contract, realizing that she and her family are going to die regardless since Balaam will harvest them on Earth. Caine, with the help of Stinger, penetrates the planet's shield. Tsing warns him that his quest could lead to his death, but she also praises his bravery. To save Jupiter's family, Caine breaks inside Balaam's facility and kills the lizard rats. He pulls Jupiter out using a contraption that creates a hole beneath her to get her away from Balaam. Outside, the complex begins to disintegrate and collapse. Caine fights Sargorn, and Balaam attempts to murder Jupiter himself. Caine murders Sargorn by shoving him into the hole he created, and then withdrawing the gadget that closes the hole around Sargorn's neck, crushing it. Jupiter's family is transported to safety while he fights Balaam. Balaam believes Jupiter is his mother reborn, and he admits to murdering her, stating she informed him she hated her life and asked him to end it. Jupiter shoots Balaam once in the leg and hits him in the face with a bar. The platform underneath them cracks slightly. Balaam is unable to hang on and falls to his death. Jupiter falls but is saved by Caine. Everyone is able to safely flee the disintegrating facility thanks to the Aegis. Jupiter and her family are returned home, their memories of their capture and interactions with the nasty lizard rat tribe erased. Jupiter carries on with her task and has prepared breakfast and coffee for her family. They surprise her by bringing out the telescope she was looking for. She then informs the family about her date. They're all asking her questions like, "Is he Russian?" Jupiter and Caine meet on the roof of another building. Following his heroic deeds, he has his wings restored to his back, and she receives her own hover boots. Jupiter chooses not to inform her family that she essentially owns Earth. They kiss and take flight over the city.